Good morning, everybody. I am up dark and early this morning. Look at this. It's not even light out yet. I can't sleep because all I can think about is this stupid car. I am not looking forward to today because I have to get this car running. It's overheating and I really don't know why. I put in a ton of fluid yesterday and then I drove it out to Alliance and back, which is about 20 miles up the highway. And it did really good until I got about 3/4 of the way home. And then, let's go sit down here a minute. Okay, so yeah, as I was saying, I drove out to Alliance and back after I put in a bunch of fluid, coolant, and it did pretty good. The gauge went up about 3/4 of the way, which is still more than it should. It should hover right around halfway. And it didn't overheat, though, until I got about 3/4 of the way home. At which point I turned on my heat. It backed it off a little bit, but then it just kind of spiked all the way up there. And I stopped at, I don't know, Mark's or something for a few minutes. And then let it cool down for a few minutes, and then I drove home. By the time I got here, it was steaming and smoking all over the place. So today I have to figure out what's going on with this stupid thing and get it fixed. And when I say get it fixed, I mean fix it myself. So I'm going to be diving into parts unknown today. Well, kind of. If I have to change the thermostat, I've done that before. I've done it a few times before. So that's not really anything new to me. There are several things it could be, and that's the problem you run into with these cars, is that it's a process of elimination. And half the time, the elimination has to come from trying things. So I don't know how much money I'm going to have in it before I actually figure out what the problem is. But I'm determined to do it, and I'm determined to do it myself. You know, nobody's going to drop out of the sky and do it for me. And there's certainly not going to be an envelope full of money drop out of the sky so I can take it to a mechanic. So I have to figure this out today. That still makes the day start out good right there. But anyway, then I need to put on this coupling on my exhaust pipe where it meets the muffler because that rusted and broke. And thanks to Wally, I know that coupling exists. I didn't think that it did. I thought that if I went asking for something like that I would just get sold on a new muffler or a new exhaust system or something. But Wally told me that it exists, so I stopped, and sure enough, I found one. So I'm going to be putting that on today as well. So hopefully by the end of the day, I will be driving my car around as usual again, and everything will be running as it should. Because I need to get back out and do some more exploring. I have a whole list of places that's growing that I need to get to. I have missed several places. So hopefully by the end of the day, everything will be on the up and up again. But it is stressful going into the day and, not knowing what's ahead. All I can really do is keep my head up and stay positive and know that by the end of the day, I will have some answers, whether I like them or not. On a good note, tomorrow I weigh in for my diet bet. In one of my morning shows recently, I think about 2 weeks ago, I said that I joined a diet bet. And tomorrow is the day that I weigh in for that. I'll be anxious to see what my weight is after these 2 weeks. I have stuck with my diet. I have not cheated or anything. And weight has been coming off, and I will tell you guys how much as soon as I find out. But yeah, so the diet bet is coming to an end. Okay, so check this out. The video just stopped abruptly for you. I don't know what happened to the rest of it. This has happened a couple of times. The day is over now, and I was actually editing my video, which is how I discovered that half of it didn't film. So basically, to finish what I was saying in that clip, the diet bet weigh-in is tomorrow, and I'm looking forward to it because obviously I've lost enough weight to win it. So I'll be taking home some cash, and gotta love water. Yeah, but forget about that. We'll talk about that later. Let me tell you about the car. Since I got you here, I'll give you the update. The car is running fine. Thank God. Basically, I went out this morning and I bought a thermostat, and I bought some rubber tubing so that I could bleed the line and put more coolant in. Went through that whole process, replaced that thermostat. I put a new cap on the radiator just in case because the other one was a little ratty looking. I took a drive, about 15 minutes. Everything was fine. No overheating or anything. The gauge stayed right in the middle, which is exactly where you want it. I came home, I grabbed my other things, ran over to my brother's, and we put that coupling on the muffler, on the exhaust system. And I drove back home, and everything's peachy keen. The car's running great. It's not overheating. The gauge is staying right in the middle or a little bit below. The muffler is still a little bit loud. You know, there's a little bit of air that gets between that coupling there. It's not airtight, so it's still going to be a little bit loud. But it's nowhere near what it was when the muffler was broken. So those things are taken care of. I am so happy. Like I said at the beginning of the video, I had no idea what it was going to be tonight, what kind of answers I was going to have. But now I know, and I am so happy with the answers. So I got home tonight. I am beat. I took a shower. So I'm all fresh and clean. And my body hurts, and I'm gonna finish editing this. Wherever you're waking up, whatever time it is, make the best of your day, even if your car craps out on you. Do something for somebody else, pay it forward, and let's make this world a better place. I will see you guys tomorrow. Peace.